So tonight we are going to do a fajita sheet pan dinner. This is a quick and easy way to cook fajita dinner, and it's delicious. So basically I'm just going to put the chicken and the peppers and the onions on a sheet pan, and then I kind of don't really know what I'm going to do. And to be honest, a lot of my meals sort of go that way. Okay, that's better. Okay, let me see. All right, it says sheet pan, but I'm gonna use this just because I feel like it does the same thing and it catches all the juice. So, I've got some bell peppers here. I'm gonna rinse them off. Don't have a lot of space to work with, and you guys you're sitting where I normally put stuff, so I'm trying to do this for y'all because I did start this channel with a okay, I'm trying to do this for you guys because I did start this channel with a chicken recipe, a spatchcock chicken recipe. That was my very first video, and while I do cook every day, I cook something almost every day, I don't really get the chance to come in here and film it. So it's okay. Tonight the kiddos are asleep right now, and it is just barely 7 o'clock, and I was like, I might as well film this because get some light in here. It's not the best lighting, but it's getting kind of dark outside, so I turned the kitchen light on. So yeah, I thought I would go ahead and film this for you guys in case you need some inspiration of what to cook. Alrighty, so here we go. I'm gonna put some extra virgin olive oil on this, and then the fajita spice mix, and yeah, I'm gonna give that a little mix. The chicken will cook down, and that liquid that comes out of that will cook the peppers and onions. You don't really need to add any water to this. You can, but if you do, it's very likely that it will become more of like a boiled chicken. So I don't really like to do that. If you do add some water, add a very little bit, like to the bottom of the pan. Don't cover anything. So anyway, yeah. So a little extra virgin olive oil. And I don't really add anything else to this. I don't add any pepper, like salt and pepper, or anything else, because these fajita seasoning packets already have so much in them. This can also be done with a taco spice. If you only have taco spice, I've done that before, and it's really good. But yeah, I'm just gonna do it like that, and then I'm gonna give it a little mix. Oh, it smells so good. And really, that's all there is to it. I set the, I'm gonna do that. Set the oven to about 350 Fahrenheit, which for us is about 180 in Celsius. Because I am in England, I had to learn a lot about that. You know what? For the sake of this video, I might add just a little bit of water to this and see how it turns out. So, let me see. Okay, yeah. My husband boiled some water earlier today to make a coffee. So, there's already some in here. We're gonna do 1/4 cup of water. Oops. And I'm just putting it around, kind of around the edges. There. And the packet itself, does it call for water? No, it just says sliced peppers and onions, pan fry. This says to pan fry it, but sprinkle the seasoning mix about halfway, sizzle for 5 minutes. Yeah. So this fajita mix does not say that you have to add any water to it. The taco spice you do. So make sure you read those directions because each one is a little bit different. But as I said, this one is going to go in the oven. I'm not doing this on the stovetop. So add water if you want to, but I don't really think you have to. The main reason that the main reason I chose to add water to this time is to show you guys that it can be done. It won't like kill your anything, but you don't want to add a lot. I added 1/4 cup, and that looks just right. I'm hoping it's not too much. And again, those juices will be really good when it's all like said and done. You could like cook some beans in it. In fact, I might cook some beans in it. We have some black beans that would be really good with this. Yeah. So this is gonna cook for probably about 30 minutes, I would say. 30 to 45 minutes. I'll check it for doneness. Obviously, I'm just checking the chicken mainly. The peppers and onions, they cook down pretty quick in that hot of an oven. So I'm just trying to make sure that everything is covered right now because you do want it to be in the seasoning, you know what I mean? You do want it to be in the seasoning. Which I think everything is. Oh, you can't even hardly see what I'm doing here. I'm still learning, you guys, still learning. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm gonna have to bend over like this for you to see my face and the food, but that's okay because it smells really good. So, as I was saying, I'm basically just kind of stirring this around to make sure that everything is coated. I do want to make sure it's coated in the seasoning as well as the olive oil so nothing burns. And I like to put the chicken right on top of the veggies, as many of the veggies as I can, just because, well, just because. So, do it however you want to do it, but this will all cook down and this will be delicious. Alright, I've already preheated the oven, so we're good to go. Just gonna pop this in here and let it cook. Okay. So, our oven is not great. It kind of cooks really well on one side. So in about 15 minutes, I'm gonna come and check it and rotate the pan, and hopefully that will suffice, and then cook it for another 15 minutes. So anyway, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay. All right, so I've got that out of the oven. I'm gonna give it a stir and put these black beans on top or not on top, but like I'm gonna mix them in there with it. And then put it back in the oven for about 15 minutes. And it should all be done at that time. So, yeah, I'm just flipping the chicken over, mixing everything around. It's definitely not done yet, but it will be. And these black beans will cook beautifully in the liquid that's already in here, from the water and the juices from the chicken. Don't know. Let's see. Let's turn that light on. See. Some organic black beans. Even though these are organic black beans and water, it's a certified organic ingredients, I still like to rinse them off. Alright guys, so that is it stirred. I added the black beans and I put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes. I will come in here when that is done, and that should be our dinner ready. So from about 7 o'clock to 7:45, I would say, and it's ready. So done. The chicken is honestly what takes the longest to cook. You could potentially cut this in strips and then it would cook a lot quicker. But since I left it as whole chicken breast, it is taking longer, but not too long. From start to finish, it's probably about 45 minutes, about 30 minutes of cooking, 15 minutes of prep, and then dinner is done. So I will see you guys back here when it's ready in about 12 minutes. All right, the timer has just gone off and I am in here. Just finished my last coffee of the day. Yes, it's 8 o'clock. I have been actually drinking this coffee since about 5 o'clock. I think I had a little bit of coffee left from this morning, and I love cold coffee. So I had a little bit left and I am finishing that off now at 8 o'clock. So tonight should be fun. I'm trying to go to bed. Anyway, all of that to say, I'm in here to get this out of the oven. So let's see what it looks like. Alright guys, so this is done. I am going to plate it up and I will show you how I do that. like mine all mixed together, and my husband prefers his separate, so that's just kind of how we roll. All right, you guys, so that is pretty much it. And for those of you wondering, yes, our kids ate before they went to bed. They had just usually they'll have something frozen like chicken nuggets or fish fingers, or a lot of times they'll have leftovers of the dinner we made last night. And yeah, and so some nights, most nights, if I'm cooking just for me and my husband, I will wait until they go to bed and cook then, or I'll have it ready and we can just heat it up. So tonight was a night that I needed to use the chicken and I needed to use the peppers, and so I had the fajita mix and I just threw this all together. So yeah, work with what you've got and you can create something lovely. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so that you're notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, I think you're good. Okay, so I'm gonna have to like bend over if you want to see my face and the food. It's a learning process.